The Juno Cup really starts, I'm sure it's well over 10 years ago, because I got involved because of a friend of mine in the MasterCard equipment drive. That was sort of Bobby Orr equipment drive. And they planned a game between musicians and um, uh, ex-pros, and they were going to raise money for equipment for kids to play hockey. But it didn't really need the game. So I took the game to the Junos because I was sitting on the cup of the cup. I was sitting on the board of Caris at the time, and it became the Juno Cup. And it was always right away associated with Music Counts. So raising money for schools to purchase instruments and sheet music or whatever music for their music programs. I think one of the reasons that we started the game was to try to improve the chances of musicians coming to the Junos and staying for the weekend. It really used to be, I mean, this is a long time ago, and maybe this doesn't match what the Junos are now, but it used to be that the Junos were a little bit uncool, and musicians would go if they thought they had a good chance of winning, and they'd just go for the show, and leave. So we tried to extend the weekend. We have the game, we have a practice for the media. We have some evening events that are fun and get people to play together on different stages or in suites. And so all that was an encouragement to get a gathering of musicians to stay for the weekend and thus get to know each other. I don't think I would ever have gotten to know Classified if it wasn't for the Juno Cup. And now I consider him a friend. So, or maybe Jay Bodner either. So the huge benefits of the game is that we try to draw from as many different types of music, and certainly as many different types of people as we can get out there. And I'm always I'm always running through the Junos trying to ask women musicians if they play, will they play in the Juno Cup, blah, blah, blah. But that's a difficult call. And, but a lot of people I'm meeting, some people I get to know their music afterwards. Andy Schaaf played years ago, and I didn't really know who he was, and he was a nice guy and he played, and that was great. And since then I've become like a huge fan of his music. So I keep looking at the Junos to see if he's going to be nominated, if I can get him to come out again, because I never run into him. This is a mismatch. This is a thoroughbreds versus quarter horses. So the musicians can only hope to hold their own. And obviously for a great part of it, we don't hold our own, but then there are a lot of good musician hockey players. Yeah. And so I think we've won twice. I think we might've won the last game, frankly, but we won one in a shootout, which was pretty funny. And then we won last year, or the last time it was, which was probably 3 years ago or 2 years ago. But it's not, we're never going to win. We're never really winning. I mean, we only win because the pros take their foot off the gas or something or like that. So we'll never win.
All right. Well,